Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Grue Rume. And for the Grue Rume today, we got a very great guest. He stars in the hit television series Chuck, and he plays the role of Devin. And I'm gonna have him say his name when he comes on because I don't want to screw up his name. But he plays the role of Devin, and he's in the hit TV series of Chucky. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host of Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Rume, and he is doing such an amazing job on the Chucky series. And I'm a really big fan of his character Devin, and he's such a talented young actor, and I'm really looking forward to having a nice little talk with him. So my interview with the actor who plays Devin coming up next. Yeah. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thanks so much for taking time out and actually coming on the show and being a guest tonight.
Thank you.
Definitely, bud. So, like the first thing I wanted to say, wanted to ask you is how do you say your name? Because I didn't want to say it wrong.
It is Bjorgvin. That's how I pronounce my name.
Okay, sweet. All right, yeah, I didn't even want to attempt to say it in case I screwed it up.
Okay.
The first thing I wanted to ask is, for anyone who hasn't seen Chucky yet, tell us a little bit about who you play, Devin, and you also run your own podcast on the show called Hack and Sack, and it's about true crime, right?
Yes. My character Devin, he's kind of this he's kind of the cool kid in school. He makes friends with everybody. He's I can't find the word for this. He's a it's a word. I'll always lose words every time I think of one, but it's kind of like, he's just kind of all around nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this podcast he has, which is like this true crime podcast, and he's into this so much that I think I don't know, it's interesting how he's into this podcast, and like even though it's true crime, maybe some people don't agree with him, he kind of has a little bit of a following in the school for kind of being like famous and having this like podcast.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're in school and you have your own show going on, you're gonna get a lot of people listening to it and liking it.
Yeah.
And like how does it feel now? Like I don't know if you ever watched the old films of Chucky, Child's Play, and Bride of Chucky, and all that. So how's it feel being like the new era? You're one of the new era of kids now being that's being stalked by Chucky.
Well, I guess to answer your first question, I mean, obviously, who doesn't know of Chucky? So, when I started the show, when I booked it, I started to watch all the movies from the beginning, from I think Child's Play all the way to Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed all of them. They're all like great films. And then kind of like while watching them, I was like thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna be on this. And it's,
Right.
it's a little bit nervous, a little bit nerve-wracking, but also kind of exciting to be able to like, show something new, and like with like, I don't know, kind of maybe like a new light, because usually it's with adults, but now it's like kids and like school, and it kind of like, yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And what I like about the television show series is, anyone who's seen the last movie, Cult of Chucky, the television series follows right after that. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
there's nothing like different with the series or a reboot or starting over. Like,
Yeah.
it's Jennifer Tilly's the bride still, and Mika, it has Chucky in her, and then she's also her, and so it definitely can continues the storyline from Cult of Chucky.
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah, and also it kind of helps me kind of like get into the zone, because after watching all of them, I'm like, oh, okay, it's following the story, so I can kind of like have somewhere to kind of go into.
Yeah, definitely. And like one of the scenes I I saw on the television show, you actually play music, and I was reading online that out outside of acting, you play music, right?
Yes. I have a little keyboard thing over here, and
Oh,
I have a
nice.
little. It's kind of dirty over here, but I kind of have a little my piano over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
So I mean, I play a little bit. I'm kind of slacking off, but don't tell anyone about that. Uh, but I think originally I was supposed to sing Queen, and I was like, oh, dude, I sorry to say this, I can't do that. So then me and Don were going back and forth. We had to do guitar. I can't play guitar, and then I mentioned something about piano, and he said, oh yeah, we can do that, and he went in on that, and I was like, cool. I've never like talked to the director before and like changed something to kind of like,
Mhm.
yeah, it was a good experience, and it's cool to show
Nice,
something that I've
nice.
actually done before.
Oh, sweet. So, like, what age did you start playing music around?
Ah, dude, I think like maybe I was, let's say I was like, because I think I started playing and then I kind of stopped playing and then I started playing again. So I
Gotcha.
think maybe I started playing around like when I was maybe 9 to like 10, and then I kind of didn't play for like a few years and then started up again when I was like 13,
Oh,
and then now
wow.
I'm
Okay.
15. So I kind of started playing again.
Nice. And it's like really cool to actually like show fans you know how to play music by doing that episode you had in Chucky.
Yeah.
And one of the scenes like I really liked was because I mean I'm a big fan of like horror and Halloween season, and I love the Halloween party, and that place was huge. Like, where did you wind up shooting that at?
Oh, I don't remember the name, but it was like this big like mansion thing, and it looked like a
Yes.
castle from like back in the 1800s. It was wild, and I guess they shot like the first episode of Schitt's Creek there,
Oh
and a
yeah.
bunch of stuff. Like I think they've shot a whole bunch of things in that house, so it's kind of like a house that's been in multiple mediums. And I was like, it was kind of cool being in this house, and also it was just like it was so extravagant. It's like I can never live here. Okay, it's too fancy, it's too nice.
that's that's awesome. And like one thing I really love seeing on the show, like it seems like you and Zach have like a really good friendship because like sharing the scenes with Zach on the show and flowing so well. Like, how was it like working with him for the scenes?
Well, a cool thing is that we actually ended up living kind of close to each other, like
Okay, yeah.
like where we're doing this. So basically, we off shooting and off scene and stuff, we hung out all the time. So we kind of became
Okay.
good pals. So it was kind of like it blended in easier to kind of like do a scene with someone after you kind of get to know them.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And like one scene from the television series is you you guys all like do a scene out of Cape the Cape the Cape Cape Fear film, and you even do a quote from the movie. So did you guys watch the film before shooting that scene?
Well, actually, I've already seen the movie way before I even like booked Chucky, so I'm already
Okay.
familiar with the film. But the other cast haven't, so I guess we watched it again. And I was like, I was there being all like surprised, and they're all being surprised. I was like, I already know what's gonna happen. And then I was just watching them being like, oh my god, this movie's crazy. And I was like, and it is kind of cool because I was like, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I've already seen this movie before. And it's
Yeah.
like I get to like be able to like quote something from something I've like kind of I can't find the word, familiarize myself with. There we go.
There you go. And sorry.
It's all
the
good.
the last episode that aired, it was really good, and did not see the ending coming where with the actress who plays your mother on the show. I mean, for the people that saw the show, that the end scene is Chucky knocking your on-screen mother down the steps. And how was it like working with her? Because the the bond that you and her had on the show was really good, and like the last scene before she gets killed by Chucky, like she's actually coming around and bonding better with Devin and accepting him and Jake and wanting to have movie night.
Yeah, dude, that scene is like, I think like having those two scenes together, like if my mom just died, it would have been sad, but having that scene like makes it even sadder. And I think it's like for me, I've never done anything like that before. I've never like been sad before.
Mhm.
It sounds weird, but I've never like kind of like done that. So I had to really get in the zone and like do it. And that was like probably like my hardest day ever, like working, because I never like done that before. So I had to like really get in the zone and like get there.
Oh wow. So like how do you train yourself? You said like you never really was sad about anything. So how do you get your mindset to playing a role like that?
I don't really know. Like I guess like there's really not like a set way to do it, but I guess
Yeah.
what I do and what some people kind of say is like you kind of have to like think about something that like could happen and then like kind of get in there or kind of just like be away from everybody, kind of just
Mhm.
go into the dark room, kind of just like sit there and think, and it kind of gets you in like a zone and gets you in like a mode to like do something more intense than usual.
Okay. And I'm a huge fan of Jen, Jennifer Tilly, and when I saw that she was coming back and playing Tiffany, I was like extremely happy about that because she nails it as Tiffany. Like she's definitely Brad Dourif's like other half. And so like how was it like working with like the the old school ones like Alex Vincent, Christina Elise, Jennifer Tilly? I I mean, how is it like being on the set with them and talking to them and working with them?
It's it's kind of cool being able to like see someone on the screen and seeing them in real life, and it's like and then even being able to work with them, it's like you can kind of see their methods, see how they work, and then kind of like appreciate that, and then kind of want to do better, kind of work hard. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of Jennifer Tilly.
Right,
Goodness.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
and, and of course, Chucky's voice from Brad Dourif, like no one can do that voice. Like I saw that other Child's Play film that was out, and it didn't even. I mean, no offense to Luke Skywalker that played the other Chucky's voice, but he's a great actor, but he's not Brad Dourif when it comes to Chucky, and you need that iconic voice for the doll.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I mean, I love Mark Hamill, but Brad, I mean, Brad's got the Chucky voice down to T. Okay.
Oh, definitely, yes. Now, now Brad Dourif like he's not on set for the scenes because like he does the voice of Chuck.
Yes. Sadly, I don't think I ever saw him.
Oh wow, okay,
Sadly,
wow.
it would have been great to meet him, but
Well, I mean real his real life daughter is on set, so I mean that's the closest you'll probably get to seeing Brad, right?
maybe.
And she played like Charles Lee Ray to the T. Like if I didn't read that she was actually playing the role of Charles Lee Ray, I would have thought that was like Brad Dourif with makeup on.
Yeah.
And how's it like actually working for Don Mancini?
It's it's cool. So I got to say it's cool. It's I get it's cool. I get to see his process.
Yeah.
How he kind of directs. And he's very hands on. So
Yeah.
he likes to talk to the actors. He likes to be like, try this, maybe go back and forth, and it's kind of cool seeing like someone's process.
Sweet, sweet. And out of all the kills, like we're 6 episodes in, so like out of all the kills, like which which one have you like the most out of
I
all of Chucky's
guess
films?
I guess right now my favorite has to be Junior's mom.
Oh yeah, that
Because
was crazy.
yeah, because I think like because sadly I wasn't there to see it because I'm not in the
Hmm.
scene, but um like I just really love people falling out of windows in slow motion. So I like that side shot when she's just falling was like that's chef's
Oh,
kiss to that one.
definitely,
That was a great
definitely.
shot, and it kind of like and I think everything about it, like when it cut to Junior in the car and everything that happens around him, it was well done. I kind of like that death.
Oh no, uh, like because that goes back to the very first film. You say you saw when the Chucky hits the girl with the hammer and she goes out of the window. Like
Yeah,
that reminded me a lot of the death from the first Child's Play film.
yeah. I not thinking about that. You're right. It does. It is like similar. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
But like one that the death I thought was really cool because of how they got it to look egg exactly like the person when the head rolls off on the stage and you're all sitting down seeing the head rolling on the stage and it looks so real, like it was crazy.
That head was pretty impressive. I was able to see it, and I was like, that head looks just like her. Kind of creepy.
I know that really was, wasn't it? And I I also read like well first before I get to that, was there any like behind the scenes stories that happened on set that was like funny or cool, like maybe you hanging out with Zach or the cast or
Dude, I have short-term memory loss. I don't remember, but actually, I don't remember all the details. But it was, we always kind of joked around a little bit too much offset in
okay.
between takes, maybe a little bit too much. I don't know if the crew was happy about that, but I think I've told this story once before. But it's like there was this room I saw
Okay.
that was like it was like the prop room, and I had a piece of paper saying prop on it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, and it was a jar, so I was like, okay, what's in this room? So I opened it, and it was like a bunch of like stuff, and then like this long like those like soft mannequins
Oh yeah, yeah.
with like a bunch of like marker on his face with X size, and I was like, what is this thing? And then the room was dark, and I was like, I'm not gonna no. And I closed the door and I just went back. I was like, I'm out. No. I was like, I don't know what the point of that room was. It was
You didn't want no parts of it. You
no,
just
I did not.
and when you're doing a show like this, like how do you get ready to, I mean, you're there with the doll and you have to actually train yourself as an actor to act like the doll is a living thing and chasing you and trying to kill you. So that that must be like a little hard, like trying to get ready for those kind of scenes.
Well, I think actually it was pretty easy because like the doll was right there in front of me,
Well,
actually
yeah.
moving around with the emotions. So it was kind of like not really that because because when it talked, it actually had his mouth move and stuff. So
Oh,
I kind of saw
nice.
it. So it was kind of it wasn't too hard to act with the doll because I got to see his emotion and see it right there in front of me. So I can have something to, act with. And that's
Oh,
was kind of cool being able to kind of do that.
okay, okay. And I was reading online that you like bowling. So like was
What?
that something you like? I don't know. That was like one of the facts on one of your things. So
Weird. Bowling, dude. I haven't bowled in like 6 years.
yeah,
I
really.
don't know. Um, I'm pretty good at like Wii Sports, Wii bowling, and
Okay.
I'm crazy on the sticks. Uh, that's a weird fact to have online. I don't know. I remember
Yeah.
Jennifer saying that. Hmm.
And like what about, what about sports? Do you watch sports or play any sports or
Uh, eh, eh. I'm not a big sports player. I don't really watch a lot of sports, but
mm-hmm.
I kind of like a fishing, that if that's a sport. I don't
Yeah,
know.
of course it is.
Yeah, fishing. That's like that. I did a bit of tennis, fencing. I
Oh
did a little
wow.
tiny bit. But I did little bits of all these, and it was kind of like, like I didn't want to do soccer. I wanted something cool like fencing. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like being able to find, and it was kind of like it was cool because I specialized in, I did saber the most because it was like I get the slash, which I like. Obviously it's fire than poking. And I feel like I feel like a pilot. Like, sorry, not a pilot, a
Nice.
pirate. Freaking yeah.
And what about television shows? I mean, besides Chucky, like are you binge watching any television series?
Right now, no, but I just finished Midnight Mass on Netflix. That
Oh
was
yeah,
it's pretty good, pretty good. Long, but good.
it was. Yeah.
And I think I'm more of like I'm more like to watch movies because sometimes I get bored of shows because it's just like, I want it to end already.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And some movies that I can remember that I liked a lot were like Fargo. I like that one a lot. It's one of my favorites. Midsummer. That's one of
Yes.
my. I love that
Yes.
movie.
Yes. Definitely. And are you? I mean, being in a horror series, and I saw you even did like a horror film too. Um, like, are you a big horror fan? Like, do you like watching horror movies?
I mean, I love horror movies, and
Sweet.
it's like I kind of like them. When I first saw, I think the first one I saw was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
And
nice,
ever
Freddy.
since I
Yeah.
was like, I'm into this. I'm
Yes.
into like kind of watching something that's like scary. It's like it's like a lot of genres put together. I have to say it's thrilling. It's horror obviously, and it's
Well,
kind
yeah.
of, and also like horror can like be used a lot in many different ways. Like sometimes a horror can kind of be more of a psychological thriller,
Yes,
but
exactly.
yeah, but I kind of just I like him. I like
Uh,
dark movies, not
I
boring
got
movies. Oh, oh,
Leatherface on
I
the
haven't seen
Texas
that one
Chainsaw
yet. I've been
Massacre.
trying to watch that one. I haven't seen that one yet. I've been trying to get back to like watch all the classics. Right
Yeah.
now, I watched all of Chucky. I watched When I'm at Elm Street. I haven't watched all the other ones because I heard they're bad. But I watched the first one. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm trying to get into watch Halloween soon.
the the Halloween series is actually really good. I mean, you got a couple in the series that you can skip over, but most of the films are good. And with like Freddy, with the the Elm Street films, like I would say like 1 through 5 were like really good, and I think they made like 7 or 8 of them. But 1 through 5 actually are like really done
Hmm.
great, and I if you like the first one, I think you'll definitely like 2, 3, 4, and 5. And some horror fans like actually prefer part 3 over one. So
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. I have to check that out.
And what about songs and music and stuff? Like what kind of stuff you listen to? What's on your playlist?
I listen to a lot of music. What's on my playlist? Let's see what I have here on my little device.
Okay.
I listen to like a lot of stuff, so I have to like scroll down. Uh, let's see what I've been listening to recently. I've been listening to For the First Time by Mac DeMarco. This song called Lock It Up by Nascent. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Uh, I'm into like old types, sometimes I'm into like super sleepy, like kind of like chill music, and then into like rap. It's like
Nice.
my range of music, it's here, and then country's down here, but I have all the stuff over here. Sorry, country fan, sorry.
Yeah, that's not for everybody. And what about like video games and gaming? Are you into that at all?
I dabble in the game. Oh no, that makes you sound like an old person. um I've been playing, I just started playing Dark Souls, if you heard of
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm into roguelikes kind of more. I'm into the kind of games it's like more technical. Also, indie games are my favorite. I don't know. I just kind of like, it feels like good to be able to play a game that's made by like a small team of people working on
Hmm.
something with passionately. And yeah, I mean, I played a lot. I played Spelunky, if you know what
Okay.
that is. That's a good game, really hard. Uh I can't think of much games. Those are two games I've been playing a lot of recently: Splunky and Dark Souls. That's just what I've been playing. Hard
Nice,
games.
nice. You know, there was at at one time they were supposed to do a video game for Chucky, but that never surfaced.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. I think someone made like a fan game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Someone made a fan game, and I don't know if the fan game is still available. I remember I tried to download the fan game and it like crashed and wouldn't work. So I don't know what
Ooh.
happened with that. I mean, they do like a lot of fan games with like these horror films. I mean, they did Halloween Kills, like that new Halloween movie that's out. Halloween Kills. Someone made like a fan game for
Hmm.
Halloween Kills, and they did a couple Freddy's and Jason, and so and then I think what's that called? Dead Dead by
Dead by
Daylight.
Daylight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you could play like all the horror characters in that game.
yeah.
So that's
I've heard of
pretty
that
cool.
one.
And what's what's next for you after Chucky? Do you got like anything coming up or?
I just do more auditions, see what happens. That's the lifestyle for me.
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
yeah, just doing at it. I have some projects that I'm working on, like I'm working on a podcast and some music stuff kind of. But
Oh, sweet,
yeah.
nice.
But it's like super duper in like what do you call it, beta. It's in like beta right now. It's not even like yeah.
Well, I don't think you'll have any trouble finding work after being in this series for Chucky. Like you definitely shown the fans and people looking to hire people for movies, and that you're great at your job at acting, and like you have very great scenes. The scenes with Jake are very emotional, and I mean, yeah, I don't think you'll have trouble finding work with after Chucky's over.
Okay. Thanks.
And yeah, definitely, buddy. Now, would you ever own a Chucky doll?
Yes. I want one really bad. I want Don to just send me like a package with nothing on it. And so what is this package? I open up and boom, a Chucky doll. I'm waiting for it. Don, where's my Chucky doll? I'm still, all I have right now is my little Funko Pop, but I need
Oh
like a
yeah,
doll right now. I need a full sized.
like you know he might play a joke on you and send you Tiffany.
Oh no, no. Honestly, I'll take it too.
And where can fans find you at, like what's your pages and stuff?
I guess Instagram, Bjorgvin Arn. I think it's Bjorgvin underscore Arnars, I think. I just opened up a new TikTok
Oh
called
sweet.
just at Bjorgvin Arnarson. I think of a Twitter too. I think same thing, Bjorgvin Arnarson. Uh, I don't know. I'm not really big in the social media game right now. I'm not super in
Well,
it,
yeah, of
but I think
course.
I have those. And yeah, nothing else right now. Not that I can think of. No.
Okay, there you go. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your night and coming on the show. And I've been really loving the whole series, and episodes 1 through 6 were absolutely great, and I can't wait to see the last two.
Yeah, thank you. Let me take a quick screenshot and I can
Yeah,
like post
definitely,
it. I'll
buddy.
post it. You can like post something. I would like gotta there we go. Thank you.
All right. That was like something out of your like hack your hack and sack podcast, right?
Yeah, I gotta, I'll use it for later just in case I need something, need some information. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, buddy. Thanks again for doing this. It was really a a lot of fun. You're really cool. So and thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely. Have a good night,
Leave.
buddy.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.